Sage, where's the squirrel? Where's the squirrel? All right, we've got a quick video coming at y'all in this one. Turns out there was one more trip in the Ponga that I almost forgot about. It happened before last video, the last Ponga trip. And it was just a quick morning outing with Fisher to some of our closer platforms that turned out to be a pretty interesting day. So I definitely wanted to share it, and that is what this video is. Just a quick, kind of clipped up highlight of our morning. I don't think I showed a full dive throughout the whole video, but I did voice it over and give y'all context of how everything unfolds. So it should be easy to follow. Got some cool underwater footage on the big lens, and we had a nice, exciting surprise, spearfishing wise, at the end. So pretty cool morning. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Stay tuned. If you like it, remember, hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing if you like this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's all the context I've got to give for this one. Let's just jump right into it. This is officially the last you will see of the Ponga and me having a boat until the next one's rigged out. So yeah, here we go. All right, so first spot, we jigged this pipe rig for about 15 minutes for Cobia. Fisher hooked a small one and lost it, and then we jump in, and as soon as I get in the water, I have this nice one swim up with a little one tagging along, and then there's another one there that went by. But we are in state water, so we cannot spear these fish. They are game fish, and here in Texas, that means they're off limits. So,
dude, big cobia is right here. Get that rod.
End up just swimming around, checking these things out. Fisher hops back in the boat to try to rod and reel one. Had a lot going on there. Helicopter going by, big cobia swimming around, and that green sea turtle came up. But these fish would not eat anything we threw at him. I ended up jigging more. He threw a live bait in.
Wow, dude, there's a 45 pounder in there. It's crazy. We fished this, didn't see him. Saw one.
Yeah, obviously saw our lures though.
I guess as soon as we get in, they just swim up.
Yeah, I saw one of them has a baby with the other one.
Yeah, the big one has a little baby with her. So no dice trying to fish for these things. I ended up just jumping back in with the big camera and filming. And these cobias hang around the entire time we're at this spot, just cruising in and out, making passes at us. Real curious. I was excited filming this. I had never filmed big cobia on the big lens, just free swimming like this yet. So that was really cool. But yeah, these fish did not show the whole time we were jigging this rig, but as soon as we jump in, they come up to check us out. I've had this happen quite a bit in the past. You'll fish the spot, not see anything, but as soon as you get in the water, they'll come up and check you out. Sometimes you do have to dive down a bit for them to see you, but they get real curious, wondering what we are. But other than that, we saw some Spanish mackerel cruising by here. Those are game fish as well. Big school of bluefish, juvenile red snapper, and tons of spadefish. And then here we move spots, and right when we jump in, we have this pretty friendly dolphin cruise in.
Oh.
Here we are trying to get down to hunt snapper down deep, but might be able to tell it's just murked out down close to the bottom. But we had this small cobia cruising around us.
That murk layer is no bueno.
So again, I'm just showing the highlights in this video. I'm not even really showing the whole dives there. But we move again.
What is it?
I shot a big Cuda. Dude, he jumped 10 feet out of the air.
Oh, goodness.
At this point, kind of with the snapper out of the window being in this area, they're really hanging out down deeper in that murk where we can't see them. Fisher decides to shoot a barracuda here and get some meat for the trip. And he has a low shot. It's kind of hanging on there, so he asks me to go put a follow-up spear in it.
Perfect shot. Lasered it.
I don't usually shoot these cudas, but they are good to eat. They do smell a bit in the boat. They're pretty slimy, but once you clean them, they are great table fare. And they're safe to eat down here in Texas. Regarding the ciguatera. And then here we moved again back to that initial rig. We saw the small cobia, or that area rather, not the same rig. The Fisher follows me down on a dive here. I was hopeful that we'd get a pocket in the bottom so I can go down and look for a snapper. No luck. After I checked that out on my way up here, I'm pointing out a barracuda. I decided to go for one outside the rig over here. And I let it rip. This reminds me exactly like a wahoo dive would look. Pretty cool. Gave me a little bit of excitement for the day. Made a good run.
Braden just shot a good Cuda. I filmed with the dome. And
My head camera died, unfortunately, so I missed all of it.
There is the barracuda that people always say to shoot. Look at that weird shot. Something, I think
you were lower.
the line got caught into the slip tip whenever I shot. So I thought it didn't even deploy, but thankfully it did. Got the barracuda.
And yeah, we kind of already hit all of the closer rigs we had planned to hit for the day. So we decided to push it out a bit deeper. And we get into some kingfish. which is always fun. Fisher gets one here. And not long after, I have a huge school of them come through. A bunch of schoolie size fish, so they're not super big, but I do not hesitate. Let it rip, fish takes off. I have my drag really loose just to let this fish run, but it still rips. Shot it with the 105 centimeter inverted roller by Texas Blue Water Spear Guns. You can see that line just peeling off. I clip it off to my belt reel. This is always exciting, seeing that line rip off and letting that fish run. I really let this fish go, play it nice and easy. I was confident in my shot, but kingfish are pretty soft, fleshed fish. And we're out here in open water, so I just let it go. And then here we get a nice big lens shot of it once we get it in. Lots of fun right there. And that's all I've got for this one. Just a quick morning trip Fisher and I made out to some closer spots. If you enjoyed the video, remember, hit that like button. It helps the channel out a bunch. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'll catch y'all later.